Namaskar, this is Nirja, and you are listening to Travel World Online. News highlights of the day. WTTC CEO calls for easing visa application procedures amid recovery of international tourism. Gwalior, the city of the greatest musician, is UNESCO Music City. Bihar, prehistoric Rohtasgarh Fort to turn into tourist destination, facelift on the anvil. Government committed to take tourism at new heights, Dhami. Kerala to launch master plan to raise tourism's contribution to state GDP from 12% to 20%. Antalya sees arrival of 15 million tourists, beating 2019 figures. Julia Simpson, the Chief Executive Officer, CEO, of the World Travel and Tourism Council, WTTC, said the sector's recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic was well underway while urging governments to further ease visa application procedures. Governments should work to ease visa restrictions and accelerate the process of visa applications in a bid to further support international tourism, suggested Simpson, who is also the Council's president, on the sidelines of the 23rd WTTC Global Summit which took place in Rwanda's capital Kigali from November 1st to 3rd. Latest data from WTTC and its partner Oxford Economics show that global travel is surging back, with all regions recovering faster than previously expected and especially Asia-Pacific leading the way. I'm really pleased to say that in 2023 we are going to be back to 2019 levels. Some regions are already exceeding 2019 numbers. Travel and tourism is growing more than double the rate of global GDP. It's a growth sector, Simpson said. Under the theme Building Bridges to a Sustainable Future and co-hosted by the Rwanda Development Board, RDB, this year's WTTC event brought together thousands of industry leaders and experts and key government representatives in a bid to support the sector's growth and move to a safer, more resilient, inclusive, and sustainable future. UNESCO has included Gwalior as the City of Music under the Creative Cities Network, UCCN. 55 cities from all over the globe joined the UCCN. Gwalior was acknowledged for its strong commitment to harnessing culture and creativity as part of UNESCO's development strategies and displaying innovative practices in human-centered urban planning. The project was led by Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board in cooperation with the Municipal Corporation of Gwalior, Gwalior Smart City Development Corporation Limited, Raza Mansingh Tomar Music and Arts University, music artists, and other stakeholders. The network now includes 350 cities in over 100 countries, representing 7 creative fields: crafts and folk art, design, film, gastronomy, literature, media arts and music. Since 2019, continuous efforts have been made including multiple stakeholder consultations and a dedicated feasibility study of the city to map the potential for UCCN membership followed by the drafting of the application. Gwalior serves as an exemplary example of living cultural heritage and it houses one of the biggest annual music festivals of India, the Tansen Sangeet Samaroh, to celebrate the rich culture of Madhya Pradesh. Principal Secretary Tourism and Culture Department and Managing Director, MP Tourism Board Shio Shekhar Shukla said, inclusion of Gwalior by UNESCO under the Creative Cities Network is definitely a big shot in the arm which goes a long way to tell the whole world about the cultural richness of Madhya Pradesh. Gwalior being the city of Tansen, Baiju Bawra, the birthplace of Dhrupad music form, and Gwalior Gharana, which are world known for musical practices and traditions which are alive even today, have been very persistently conserved and preserved, and now on the occasion of Madhya Pradesh Foundation Day, it has been recognized by UNESCO by including Gwalior as a city of music. It is a great opportunity for Madhya Pradesh and we are very thankful to UNESCO, Minister of Culture, Government of India, and to the city of Gwalior and all the people who have ever, in any way associated with Gwalior. As a city of music, it is a massive achievement for everyone who is concerned with music and Gwalior, he added. Joint Director, Planning, Madhya Pradesh Tourism Board, Prashant Singh Baghel said, "Through the designation to the UCCN, we envision the realization of the city's goals towards achieving overall sustainable development with music as the key driver. This includes the creation of new economic and artistic opportunities for the local youth, making the city an education hub for music, cultural infrastructure development, linking of the music sector with tourism, urban renewal and mobility, and enhancing access to arts and culture." The prehistoric Rohtasgarh Fort in Rohtas district of Bihar, considered a sacred site for Orao Tiavanbialis, might soon see facelift and development as a tourist destination. Jharkhand Congress Working President and member of the Coordination Committee of Jharkhand Government, Bandhu Tirki, who met former Bihar Chief Minister and RJD National President Lalu Prasad recently told The Telegraph that though the discussion with the veteran leader was mainly on political affairs and strengthening India alliance prospects in the 2024 elections, they talked about Rohtasgarh Fort too. Rohtasgarh Fort is an important cultural and mythological heritage for Orao and Kherwar Tiavanbialis, and a sizable populace of tribal do reside in the Rohtasgarh area. Lalu ji has assured that Bihar Tourism Minister Tejasvi Yadav is very serious about conservation and development of Rohtasgarh Fort, said Tirki, former Mandar MLA and considered close to Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren. Lalu ji also claimed that Tejasvi and the Bihar government are committed to not only find prompt resolution of the problems of the Tiavanbialis living in Rohtasgarh Fort but also in different parts of Bihar and initiate measures for improving their socio-economic conditions, Tirki added. According to legend, the fort located on a plateau at a height of about 1,500 feet was built by Rohtasva, son of the legendary King Harishchandra. Some historians opine that the initial phase of the fort's construction was done by local tribes like Kharwas and Orons. The fort passed through several Hindu dynasties, and it is believed that it was in use till the Brahman King Chandra Ban's reign in the mid-16th century. Tribal scholar from Ranchi University Bande Orao also went with me to meet Lalu ji. A 6-member team from the Tribal and Regional Languages Department of Ranchi University would visit Rohtasgarh Fort soon to carry out research activities and submit their report to the Bihar government, Tirki said. Under Destination Uttarakhand, various events are organized here regularly as the government is committed to take tourism to new heights. This was stated by Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami in the state capital, Dehradun. Dhami said that Tehri Lake is the fastest emerging new destination in the tourism map of Uttarakhand. This place is proving to be a favorite for adventure tourism lovers. In this series, the International Tehri Acro Festival 2023 is going to be organized in Tehri Lake from 24 to 28 November. We are making continuous efforts to encourage adventure sports in Uttarakhand and are working with full dedication to give global recognition to destination Uttarakhand, he said. According to a story published in the Daily Excelsior, Dhami said that new events are being organized daily by the state government to make Uttarakhand a leader in the field of adventure tourism sports. The International Acro Festival to be organized in Tehri Lake will establish new dimensions in this direction. For the first time, the state is going to host the International Acro Festival 2023. The festival will begin on 24th November and end on 28th November. 35 international pilots and 100 Indian pilots will participate to compete in this thrilling event. Many adventurous activities like acro flying, synchro flying, wingsuit flying, debagging will be seen in this event. Tehri District Tourism Officer Atul Bhandari said that for the first time an international level event is going to be organized in Tehri Lake, in which players from India and abroad will participate. He said that during the event, famous bands like Euphoria, Pandavs will also perform in the evening. The state government will come up with a comprehensive master plan, Mission 2030, for the tourism sector next year, Tourism Minister P.A. Mohammad Riaz has said. Addressing a seminar on tourism held in Thiruvananthapuram as part of Keralium, Riaz said the master plan will lay down policies and suggestions on matters including increasing tourism's contribution to the state's GDP from the current 12% to 20%. Regarding dry days, a decision will be taken after discussions with the excise minister, he said. As per a news report published in The Hindu, noting that Kerala tourism's major focus in 2024 will be on leveraging larger-scale private investment, the minister said the government alone cannot enhance the state's presence on the global tourism domain. Two-day tourism investors meet, scheduled on 16 November, is an important endeavor in this direction which will also serve as a venue for discussing new ideas and opportunities with investors, the minister said. We have to increase private investments in the tourism sector where the cooperative sector and individuals can also partner with the government. The glass bridge at Wagmo is an example of public-private partnership (PPP) model. Still we are yet to fully utilize the potential of PPP models, he observed. The minister also informed that heli tourism and cruise tourism will be developed in partnership with private players next year. Besides, the renovated 132-year-old Faroke Bridge across Chaliar River will be dedicated in 2024. Work on another bridge at Aluva will commence in 2024. All these projects are being implemented with the cooperation of public and private sectors, Riaz said. The innovative Kerala model of tourism development has set a model for the entire world on account of its emphasis on sustainability and inclusivity, he said. Elaborating the achievements and initiatives of Kerala tourism in the recent years, the minister said notably, the state was able to sustain the flow of revenge tourism post-pandemic by introducing trendy attractions like Wagmo Glass Bridge, Floating Bridge, cinema tourism, and caravan tourism as part of leisure tourism activities. Citing the progress of Wayanad, he said during pre-COVID-19 era, around 11,43,710 domestic tourists visited Wayanad while in 2022, their number rose to 15,09,207. Turkey's Culture and Tourism Minister Mehmet Nuri Ersoy said Sunday that the number of tourists visiting Antalya this year has exceeded 15 million, surpassing the figures for 2019, often dubbed as a golden year for a key sector of the Turkish economy. Both income and the number of tourists are above the 2019 figures, which was the peak year for tourism before the pandemic. This is quite pleasing, Ersoy told Anadolu agency, A. As per a story which appeared Daily Sabah, Ersoy, who was in the Mediterranean resort city for the last stop of the Culture Road Festival, noted that according to 9-month data for the tourism sector nationwide, revenue of $42 billion, TL 11.92 trillion, has been reached, and progress is being made toward the year-end revenue target of $55.6 billion. Recalling that after this target was announced, events such as the early February earthquakes and the recent Israel-Palestine conflict occurred, Ersoy said, despite experiencing many consecutive negative effects, we are managing the medium-term program in an appropriate manner. In this regard, it is pleasing. Looking at Antalya in general, as of yesterday, the number of visitors exceeded 15 million. Ersoy mentioned that they set a goal for a qualitative transition in tourism in 2018 and indicated that the figures show progress toward this goal. The minister noted a significant increase in tourism revenues, adding, the per capita overnight spending, which was $67 at the end of 2017, reached $100 according to last year's figures. This shows that the process is developing per our policies and strategies. This is also very pleasing. Ersoy noted that the tourism sector is affected positively or negatively by every event, and he said that they had witnessed several global crises, including the Russia-Ukraine war, since he assumed office. Due to Turkey's geographical location, it may be exposed to problems, he said. Elaborating on learning to live with the reality of the crisis that was seen in the past and may happen in the future, Asoy further recalled the establishment of intensive initiatives in terms of promotion. That's all in Bulletin. For the latest updates, keep listening to Travel World Online Radio with you always. Kabhi bhi, kahi bhi.